Hello, my name is Shafira Salsabila Alius, and in this video I will tell you about skills that we should have if you want to pass listening question in TOEFL test. For you who don't familiar with TOEFL, TOEFL is test of English as foreign language. The purpose of this test is to measure your capability to use English language. TOEFL use American-based English, often used for academic purposes, like as the requirement to enter university, especially in America. TOEFL has four sections or four kind of questions. There are listening comprehension, reading comprehension, grammatical structure, and also writing. And now I will focus on listening section. Listening section in TOEFL test is test that will measure your skills or ability to understand conversation and lectures in English. In this video, I will focus on the first part of listening section, that is short conversation. Short conversations question consists of two people with two dialogue. During the test, you will hear the question first and then you will choose the answer on your textbook. Here are skills that we need to learn for answering these questions. First one is focus on the second line. The dialogue in this part is short. Usually you will get question about what the second speaker means or what the second speaker do in this dialogue. So make sure that you understand the questions and also put more attention to the second speaker. Next is choose answer with synonyms. Listening questions are multiple choice type of question, so you will find different answers with different sounds. Most of the answer of this kind of question are synonyms of what the speaker said. So it will be very helpful if you know the synonym of what the speaker said. And next skill is also related with previous skill. That is, avoid similar sound. As I said before, usually or most of the answer are synonyms of what the speaker said. So please keep up of this kind of answer. Next is draw conclusion about who, what, and where. When you hear the question, focus on things that they discussed. It may be person, time, places, and other things. Next one is listen for who and what in passives. The speaker do not always use active sentence, and also the answer is not always same as the speaker said. So make sure that you know what are the speaker discussed and also find the passive of what the speaker said. Next is listen for who and what with multiple nouns. So when the speaker are talking about someone or something, pay attention to the pronoun because it could be singular or plural. Next one is listen for negative expressions. Sometimes the dialogue is not in positive expression, and to make sure of that, let's see the response. The response will be the opposite of the first dialogue. Next one is a listen for double negative expressions. Both speakers could use negative word and maybe the word they use is like neither do I or me either. Next one is a listen for almost negative expressions. This is the kind of dialogue that usually use expression that almost negative like barely or hardly or rarely and seldom. Next one is listen for negative with comparative. This is the kind of dialogue that usually the speaker use words less, cheaper, and negative form of adjective word like impatient or ugly or kind of word like that. Okay, for the next skill is listen for expression of agreement. In some questions, you will hear that the first speaker said about his or her idea and the second speaker agree with it. Expressions that the second speaker usually are I agree, you can say that again, or I couldn't agree more. Next skills is listen for expressions of uncertainty and suggestion. Sometimes the speaker said or suggests the other speaker to do this, like how about doing this, or what should he or she do. And sometimes the speaker show uncertainty, like I'm not sure about this. Next skill is listen for emphatic expressions of surprise. Kind of expressions that appear in this kind of question are how wonderful or I'm shocked, and other expressions of surprise. Next is listen for wishes. In this kind of dialogue, the speaker usually said I hope, I wish, or maybe other expressions like good luck. Next skill is listen for untrue conditions. In this dialogue, you will find sentences that not really happen in the situation. Make sure that you find a positive thing from each dialogue, or words that like I wish that true, or kind of that. Next skills is listen for 2 and 3 part verbs, or also known as multi-word verbs. This is sentence where there is a verb that followed by 1 or 2 particles. For example, I can count on you for 2 parts. The count is the verb and the on is article. And his girlfriend walked out on him for 3 part verbs. For walked as the verb, out and on as the particles. The last skills that you need to learn is listen for idioms. Idioms are phrases that aren't meant to be taken literally, like hang in there. Hang in there, it doesn't mean hanging, but it means stick with it or stay there. Be careful with this kind of questions. I think that's all for the skills. Remember, you have to be more careful. Take the most important point. Read more about synonyms and idioms. Then you will make it in the listening test. Thanks for watching. See you.